Eons ago, in an alternate dimension at the far reaches of the universe, there was Quarton, a once peaceful planet that had long been ravaged by a war over its most valuable resource, Tenkai energy. This powerful force gave the people of this world the ability to shapeshift their bodies and their surroundings from simple bricks into new and powerful forms. For centuries, the Korakai fought to protect Tenkai energy and preserve their planet, while their enemies, the corrupted, sought only to exploit Tenkai energy for personal power. Led by the ruthless warlord Vilius, the corrupted army overpowered the Korakai and prepared to deliver the final crushing blow. But then, 4 valiant heroes appeared, masters of shape-shifting Tenkai energy. They were known as the Tenkai Knights. Valorn, the armored firepower of the team. Leidendor, the agile warrior of stealth. Tributon, lightning-quick master of the Tenkai bow. And Bravenwolf, leader of the 4, fearless, selfless, and strong, wielding a sword of pure Tenkai energy. The Tenkai Knights stemmed the tide, forcing back Vilius and his army of corrupted. Facing defeat, Vilius unleashed the mighty Tenkai Dragon. But the beast, overflowing with Tenkai energy, proved untamable. Vilius fled, and it took the combined powers of the Tenkai Knights to dismantle the dragon, scattering its remains across the planet and beyond. Generations passed, and though the legendary Tenkai Knights have never been seen again, Vilius has returned, more powerful than ever. Now, at the opposite end of the universe, on a very different planet, a new set of heroes will emerge, of a very different sort. Here on Earth in the year 2034, Gurren Nash grudgingly rides with his dad towards his new home in Benham City. Mr. Nash tries to reassure Gurren by telling him that he'll meet new friends in no time.
I guess, but it took me forever to make friends at the last school,
Gurren replies. The next day at school, Gurren nervously introduces himself to his class.
Hi, I'm Gurren Nash, and
Suddenly, a paper airplane flies into his head. The teacher scolds Ceylon Jones, the kid in the back who threw the airplane. She instructs Ceylon to be Gurren's guide for the day. Later, Gurren and Ceylon stroll through the campus.
I'm Ceylon Jones,
Ceylon says.
Gurren.
Gurren replies.
Hey, dude.
The two new friends shake hands.
Dude to you.
Ceylon jokes. Ceylon takes Gurren to the new Benham City Mall where they find a deserted storefront.
Whoa, cool. Look at all this vintage stuff.
Gurren says excitedly.
By vintage stuff, I assume you mean junk.
Ceylon snickers. Inside the shop, Gurren spies 2 bricks in a glass box. As he approaches, the bricks glow brighter. Suddenly, the eccentric shop owner Mr. White appears behind the boys.
We were just looking around, that's all. Sorry.
Gurren apologizes. Mr. White says they have nothing to worry about and welcomes them to his shop of wonders. Gurren points to the glowing bricks.
What are those? Could I take a look at that one there? The white one?
Mr. White gives the mysterious white brick to Gurren, who examines it before shapeshifting it into a miniature figure.
Cool, you made a robot!
Ceylon exclaims. Impressed, Mr. White gives the boys a brick and calls them by name as they leave the shop. Gurren and Ceylon can't believe their luck and thank Mr. White profusely.
That was strange,
Gurren says as they walk home.
Yeah, the place is kind of creepy and the old guy smells like soup, but still, it was nice of him to give us these things.
Ceylon muses.
No, I meant how'd he know our names?
Later, Gurren scans the brick with his computer, but he doesn't find any information about it.
That's weird,
he says. Then he drifts asleep with the brick near his pillow. Through the dust of Quarton, Vilius appears.
Your Tenkai energy is weak, Braven Wolf. I will crush you!
The evil warlord bellows.
The universe isn't something to be owned, Vilius. You need to learn how to share!
Gurren counters. Vilius attacks Braven Wolf, their weapons sparking with Tenkai energy. Vilius leaps into the air and unleashes a brutal Tenkai energy attack.
Tenkai Dark Storm!
Vilius thunders. The Dark Storm barrage overpowers Braven Wolf. Gurren awakes with a panicked shout. He hovers in the air for a few moments, stuck in time, as the brick glows below. Then, he falls back to his bed as the glowing subsides.
Was that a dream?
Gurren wonders.
It was so real.
The next day in gym class, Gurren tells Ceylon about the dream.
It was like I was a robot, like from the shop.
Gurren explains.
And I was fighting this other evil robot. An evil red-eyed robot. I had exactly the same dream.
Ceylon exclaims. Gurren holds up his brick.
It's gotta have something to do with these things,
he says.
Yeah, they're messing with our heads. Let's go back and ask that kooky dude what's up.
Ceylon agrees. Later, Gurren and Ceylon search through the Shop of Wonders. They find a secret stairway and head downstairs, emerging into an amazing futuristic control room.
Wow! He keeps the best junk in the basement!
Then, a huge glowing robot stomps into the room.
What is that thing?
Ceylon cries. The boys run towards the machine and are zapped with a bright light. Their bricks float out of their pockets and fit perfectly into the machine's controls, and Gurren and Ceylon disappear in a burst of light. In a strange metallic room, a large white brick shifts into an armored figure.
Where am I?
Gurren asks in confusion.
Tenkai Knight, your current location is Vilius' fortress, planet Quarton.
A robotic voice answers.
Where? Who said that?
Gurren asks.
I am your sentient AI guidance system.
The voice responds. The AI voice explains that Gurren has just shifted from core mode, the resting and regeneration state for all Quartonians.
You have been chosen to become Braven Wolf, Tenkai Knight and hero of the Korakai. Your associate Ceylon Jones was also transmitted here, chosen by the Guardians to become the Tenkai Knight Tributon.
The AI guide says. An alarm screeches through the building.
Braven Wolf's reactivation has been detected by your enemies.
The AI guide warns.
I've got to find Ceylon and get out of here,
Gurren says. Gurren punches and kicks through locked doors with his armor as enemy troops chase him. He finds Ceylon locked inside his brick in a glass tube. The AI guide tells Gurren that Tributon's regeneration is not complete. He is still locked in core mode, and only an infusion of Tenkai energy will allow him to shift into Tributon. Gurren fires a Tenkai energy blast to free him.
What's happening? This is totally awesome!
Ceylon shouts as his brick shifts into the Tenkai Knight Tributon. Suddenly, enemy troopers surround them. The lead trooper recognizes Gurren and Ceylon as the ancient heroes Braven Wolf and Tributon and threatens to destroy them.
Is he talking to us?
Ceylon asks. The corrupted army opens fire, and Gurren and Ceylon are bombarded with energy blasts.
Would you like me to activate your defensive shields?
The AI guide asks.
Thank you. You couldn't have done this earlier? Just saying.
Gurren chides. The AI guide explains that they could shapeshift back into core mode to better resist the effects of the enemy weapons, but instead he recommends they activate their Tenkai weapons and fight.
Tenkai shields, sword, bow activated.
Ceylon fires the Tenkai bow at the enemy troopers, dissolving them in a burst of energy. Before they can celebrate, a pack of dog-like robo-beasts attacks.
Down, boy!
Gurren calls as he disintegrates the robo-beasts with his Tenkai sword.
Huh, we did it!
Ceylon says in surprise.
Yeah, now let's get out of here before things get worse.
Gurren suggests. Meanwhile, the lead enemy trooper, Ro, communicates with Vilius on a giant screen.
Are you telling me Braven Wolf and Tributon have returned?
Vilius asks in disbelief. Ro confirms the news to his evil commander and suggests that the Guardians are responsible for the Tenkai Knights' return to Quarton.
Well, don't just stand there. Go! Destroy them!
Vilius commands. Gurren and Ceylon sprint through a corridor, trying to escape from Vilius' fortress. A wall of bricks suddenly shifts into hundreds of enemy troopers.
U-turn!
Ceylon cries as he blasts a hole in the wall with a Tenkai arrow.
Jump!
Gurren shouts.
Bad idea!
He reconsiders as they plummet from the top of Vilius' massive tower. Gurren and Ceylon frantically flap their arms as they freefall.
Might I suggest using your Tenkai boosters?
The AI guide recommends at the last possible moment. They engage their boosters just in time, floating safely to the ground.
You couldn't have done that earlier too?
Gurren grumbles.
Thank you, Tenkai boosters.
Ceylon says.
You are welcome.
I'm glad that's over.
Gurren comments.
I think we lost him.
They hear a loud whistling sound and look above to see hundreds of enemy troopers falling towards them.
Run!
Gurren screams. Gurren and Ceylon desperately flee from the massive corrupted army in hot pursuit.
This isn't gonna work! We'll never outrun them all!
Gurren realizes. Out of nowhere, the troopers are destroyed with bombs of Tenkai energy.
Did we do that?
Gurren asks. An armored warrior runs towards them, shouting excitedly. He calls to the gathered Korakai warriors that the legendary heroes Braven Wolf and Tributon have returned. Gurren and Ceylon exchange confused looks.
Right. And you are?
Gurren asks. The warrior is Beeg, the acting commander of the Korakai. He has led the Korakai army in the Tenkai Knights' absence and commends the two for leading the corrupted army right into their trap. The Korakai soldiers cheer triumphantly at the return of their long-lost heroes.
So I guess we're kinda like big shots here? Braven Wolf?
Ceylon teases as he glances at Gurren.
Don't let it go to your head, Tributon.
Gurren replies. Beeg asks what their plan of attack will be against Vilius and his evil corrupted army, and Gurren and Ceylon realize they are expected to devise a plan. From a menacing throne room, Vilius commands his evil henchmen.
It appears I will have to take this situation more seriously. I expect you to deal with them once and for all.
He hisses. The corrupted soldiers bow to their leader.
Go!
Vilius thunders. Back at the Korakai camp, Gurren and Ceylon suddenly disappear in a flash. Beeg tells the Korakai army that the Tenkai Knights will return, and when they do, they will finally have the strength to defeat Vilius. Gurren and Ceylon arrive back in the control room at the Shop of Wonders.
We're like super robo-heroes!
Ceylon exclaims.
Unless it was a dream.
Gurren counters. The wall behind them transforms into an image of Quarton floating in space.
Or maybe that world is real, and the rest of our life has been the dream.
Gurren wonders.
Now you're freaking me out.
Ceylon jokes. To be continued.